Today we're going to do lesson 5B in section Algebra 2. This is example 5.5. The question is, 7/8 of the Tartar horde rode horses. If 140,000 were in the horde, how many did not ride horses? So the first thing you're going to do is draw your picture. Don't ever do a word problem without a picture. So here is 7/8 that rode horses. And here is the ones that did not ride. So I used a subscripted variable, N for not, R for ride, not ride. And then we know, it tells us there's 140,000 horses altogether. And the question is, it's asking for how many did not ride. So the next thing we have to do after our picture, which is first, is figure out the formula. And we know from the 4% formulas that we can use a fractional way of doing it, a percent way of doing it, which is 2 and 3, and the rate way of doing it. And the problem that we're doing right now is a fraction because it talks about 7/8 of the horses. So we're going to use WF of equals is. So our formula is WF of equals is. So what I want to think about is what fraction of the whole is the part. Because really, what we're doing in these problems is figuring out how much of the part is in the whole. So when we think of the word of, I want you to think of whole, like a whole pie. And when you think of the word is, I want you to think of the part that you're working out. So in this case, we know 1/8 is our fraction of the whole. We know the whole is 140,000 horses. And we are trying to figure out how many did not ride. The reason I chose 1/8, if you couldn't already figure it out, was that when I drew my picture, I knew that this was 7/8, and so I knew this little part must have been 1/8. So now I just go ahead and solve it, and it comes out to 17,500 equals NR. And I believe that's how many did not, so this is how many did not ride.